edit my videos, don't ramble, make a list of points I want to make in my videos, um, cast a spell so that I'm 10 years younger and I don't have to clear my throat all the time. Okay, this is Helen Cassidy Page, the Smart Cookie, and I'm making notes. I've got my book and my pen here to clear up my videos so that I can get monetized before I'm too much older, and I can show you how I do it. That is the current theme of my video series that I've started on my YouTube channel, The Smart Cookie. Excuse me, I will edit that out. But I started a series yesterday, and I decided that I am not going to do a retrospect of how I got monetized. I'm going to keep my fingers crossed that I will get monetized. And I'm going to take you along and show you what I'm doing to make that happen. So I have been watching a number of people that have been giving advice on how to get monetized, especially for people my age. Now, you can take a look at me and tell right away I've been around the sun a few times, and apparently that's in my favor because viewers seem to like people who have a little experience under their belt and are coming on here and talking about what they know, what they've learned about life. And I'm very happy to do that. I am not new to making videos, but I am new to making them on YouTube, and it's actually a very different animal. So the old adage, you can teach an old dog new tricks, doesn't quite apply to me. There are certainly a lot of things that I would not attempt, but I'm not afraid of technology. I'm 86 years old, and back when I was 72 and newly divorced from my second husband, I think I had 38 years between marriages. I had a brief second marriage, got divorced when I was around 70, and I won't go into why I had to suddenly find myself needing to augment my Social Security, but I was, and I was no longer able to ply my trade as a secretary. And my books weren't selling, even though I had written several. So someone said, try your hand at going online. And from there to here has been quite a journey. And I've discovered I like making videos, and I don't follow all of the rules on some of the other platforms, which is sticking to a niche. And that's the cardinal rule of going online. To make money, you stick to a niche. And my niche is me and my life and what I've done. And I've done many things, and I have many, many interests. So that's my first task, is to figure out, I know what my niche is, but to figure out how to make it interesting to you. I am a writer and an editor and a life coach, and that's what I have been doing to earn money. And I love talking about words, and I've been a word nerd, I think, since I first learned to listen to stories. My big sister, who's no longer with us, used to read stories to me, and I fell in love with them. And it took quite a while, but I soon found myself writing them and then editing them, and here I am, 86 years old. I'm still writing. I have more than 50 titles on Amazon. I've written, I don't know how many, something like 20 original stories and spin-offs, and I'm writing another series. And that's what I'm going to talk about. I have editing tips that I'm going to tell you about if you happen to find yourself writing. I'm going to sell you some of my editing guides, and I'll try to interest you in my books. And I'm also going to tell you how I'm doing on YouTube as far as getting monetized. But this is what I've learned so far. This is the YouTube monetization portion of my videos. Not yet going to talk about editing. I may do that later today. So it has been relatively easy to find older YouTubers who are willing to share how they've gotten monetized. And what I've learned so far is that you must commit yourself to the process of learning how to get monetized and stay with it. It's not an overnight process. It doesn't happen quickly, especially for people my age. And perhaps people who are young and beautiful can attract an audience very easily. I don't fall into that category. Perhaps I once did, but I don't anymore, and I don't have any illusions about that. I do have something for some of you, but I don't have something for everyone. And I'm going to see if I can weed through the stories I have to tell and see if I can find an audience. And to find an audience, it takes commitment. And that means making a video often and staying with it. I have also learned that to be successful on YouTube, and successful means, not millions and millions of viewers, but successful in your own little world, your own little niche. And a niche is really a slice of your life that interests you. It can be anything. It can be, talking to a younger audience about what it's like to be someone my age. It can be what it's like to have a stable of editing clients. What do I tell them after, how long have I been writing books, reading books, editing books, decades and decades? I always treat a new book that comes to me from a client like a new adventure. I love editing. I love working with words. And I love speaking to clients about their books. Even though I have done this for years and years, it's something I absolutely love. So I have that to share. But I also have travel. I am a cookbook author. I've had a cooking school. So I have a lot of things that I can tell you. I've been a mother. I've had losses, successes in my life. But to put all of that into a video and make it appealing to you is a skill. People who have honed that skill into monetization, which means they earn money from posting their videos, say that they learn to do this, to earn money from their videos, by listening to other people post videos. What do they do? What do they talk about? How do they present themselves? How do they make their videos seem professional, even though they may have a very casual style of speaking to their audience? So I have gone from, in the past few days, I have gone from being a casual watcher of videos that interest me to becoming more discerning in the way I look at a video. Is this something that, I'm sorry, I've got an itch in my eye. Is this a video that would hold my interest for the next several minutes, or would I scroll on? What is it that makes a video appealing to me? Is it the topic? Is it the appearance of the individual who's giving the information? And these are things that I am starting to make notes about, whereas I wouldn't have given it a thought otherwise. The other thing that is become more important to me, and which I'm finding a bit difficult to, I don't know that I would find it difficult to learn, because even at my age, I'm really not afraid of technology, but finding the source is difficult, and that's things like editing the video. And what's interesting to me is that I know how to find a source to edit my video. But when I go on to Google, for example, and I say, tell me how to edit a YouTube video, which is very different from editing a TikTok video. I've been on TikTok for a couple of years, and I love making TikTok videos, but it's different from a YouTube video. So how do I edit a YouTube video? And there are people who have careers, make careers out of teaching people how to do things on YouTube. They're young, they're ambitious, they're motivated, and they talk a mile a minute, and I can't follow them. They say, do this, and I'm lost. And I don't know if that's because I'm a slow learner, because I'm 86, I don't know why, but I have to scroll on. Maybe they're giving good information, but I can't follow it. So finding the information, not only finding the information, but finding the information I can follow has been a bit of a chore. I'm up for it. I'm not daunted, but it's taking me a while. It's a learning curve, and it's taking me a while to learn how to make the kind of videos that I'll be proud of. I'm not there yet, so I have also been told that the first videos that I make are going to suck. That's a term of art. So I'm hoping that's true. The videos that I'm posting right now have not been edited, and I apologize for that if you happen to catch one of them. But until I learn how to edit these videos, I'm just going to plunge ahead, put them up there, try to start getting some traction on YouTube, get practice in speaking YouTube, and go from there. It's taking practice learning how to actually post the videos. I have TikTok down. I'm not saying I'm great on TikTok, but I know how to edit and get a TikTok video posted. I don't know how to do it on YouTube. It's a completely different animal, and I can also make myself look any way that I want. I can look 20 years younger on TikTok. I don't know how to do that on YouTube. What you see is what you get. This is exactly what I look like, and it's a bit of a shock for me, and because I'm used to posting video on the other platform and having my wrinkles and my age spots and all that nonsense, which I can deal with in real life, but I guess I have to show my real self to you all, and that's okay. That's who I am, and so number one on my attempt to get monetized, I am going to post every day. I am going to search for how I edit my videos. I'm going to make sure I edit my videos today. I uploaded yesterday the video that I made last night, which didn't have great lighting, but I posted it, and I had to go through some machinations to make YouTube happy, and I did that, and I listened to some videos. I'm going to tell you the people that I have found helpful if you are someone my age and you're interested in starting a YouTube channel. And there is a woman, her name is Jen, I believe, and she has a channel called Silver and Solo. and she is in her 50s. Now, to me, she's a child. She's 30 years younger than I am, but she lost her job and decided to start a YouTube channel. And she got monetized in 10 weeks, and she has a series of videos where she tells people how she did it. But she is doing it after the fact, not as she's doing it. I may never get monetized. I'm not promising anything. I'm only telling you what I'm doing it as I'm doing it. So here I am. I've got my background. I've got all my clutter out of the way so that you can see. I've got a throw on my couch to cover up. I've had that couch. I've had that couch for almost 60 years, and I bought it from a beloved friend of mine who has passed on, and she had it before my daughter was born. Grace had that couch forever, and I bought it from her. It's a beautiful, beautiful couch. I've had it covered many, many times, and the last time I had that couch covered, I'm digressing. I understand that. I know you're not supposed to do that in videos, but I had that couch. I had it, last time I had it covered was 20 years ago, and I had put in the couch cushion, the bottom cushions, and the down is starting to come out. And so rather than have feathers fly all over my living room, I have a cover on it. And so anyway, I've got my background, and I've got fairly decent lighting. It's shining on my face a little bit, but I've got natural light coming in, so that's part of what I'm doing in this video. Making a note, don't ramble. So that's where I am. When I sign off, I may make an editing video, so I'll put up 2 videos. I'm also I found another woman who gave me some valuable tips. One was to put keywords in. There's a form that you fill out before you upload a video. I couldn't figure out how to find the spot where I put the keywords, but I know I will do that next time. And she also said, which I didn't do for the very first video I posted, she also said it's very important to schedule your video. Don't publish right away. Schedule your video for at least 24 hours, if not more. And I did that this time. I did that for the video I made yesterday. So it's going to come out tomorrow because I scheduled it for the 30th of December. And I will schedule this one for 24 hours after I finish it. The first time I made a video, I made a thumbnail. It took me a long time to figure out how to do a thumbnail. It was a terrible thumbnail, but at least it was something. And a friend of mine who's very knowledgeable about YouTube, she has a successful channel, she said you have to change your thumbnail. Well, I don't know how to change it. Now I think I do. But since nobody's going to watch these, I don't know. I think I'm just going to move on. And so I have to get better at thumbnails. Thumbnails are very important. And so that's as much as I'm going to tell you. Look for silver and solo. And take care of, edit your videos, and find a niche. And don't ramble. These are the 2 things I have to pay attention to. Okay, I'll see you next time. I'll see you in 24 hours. I'm going to do this every single day. Okay, take care. Follow me and subscribe and like, and let's be friends. Okay, bye.